Izzet Elementals. That was a fun deck. Really did enjoy it. I gotta say that you need a lot of prep with this deck. You need to practice, practice, practice. Just picking it up and playing it, I could tell I was doing a lot of misplays. Definitely not choosing the right lines all the time. There's a lot of tricks you got to do, especially if you have your colored lands rather than your Cavern Souls or Realms, where when you flip this, you got to make sure you have the right set of mana at the right time to cast the right card, and you really need to think ahead for it. One thing, Sunderflock, you got to watch for that last line there. When this creature enters, if you cast it, return all non-elemental creatures to their owner's hands. I think I actually missed that at the very beginning. Once I noticed that, it was really nice to get that out. But all in all, what a fun deck. This is crazy how this thing can pop off. Getting it thrown out and then popping off with double triggers, quad triggers, really, if you can cast these, which is just insane. Really enjoyed the deck. It was fun to play. I would recommend giving it a whirl if you got the cards. I think it's worth building it too if you really like this style of deck, because I think it's competitive and it really rewards a person that really knows the cards in and out for this. Like I said, I did not play this deck to its capability, so it can be played way better than I did, and it has, I think, a really good result if you do that. For that reason, I don't think you're going to see this topping lists anywhere for like Untapped, because the general person picking up this deck is not going to do stellar with it. You're going to struggle with it initially. It's those that stick with it and play it a while are going to be the ones that really get the good results with it. So if you can, hit that subscribe button below. Daily deck videos, and have a fantastic day. All right, we go first at this one. Let's keep it. Got some nice ramp stuff going on here. Come on. What are you doing? So we're going to drop our Steve Vance down tapped to start, and then we'll have our Spire Bluff Canal into our Rekindled. We do have some other options to go from there, but obviously we want to get the throne down as fast as possible. All right, let's get this down tapped. See what color we're working with here. Green. All right. That's a one that can take out our stuff, so that's not bad for them. You know, we're going to do that. Not too worried about this right now. All right. Are they trying to figure out what they want to do? I would start by dropping a land if you got it. They're playing a 50 or 62 card deck. That is interesting. No blocks. Okay, so they got green, blue. Yeah, auto pay that. Let's see here. I don't think it matters. We're going to get our throne out. Just too strong to get out. What's nice is it has ward. We're going to do no attacks. It's gonna be really hard for them to go after this, short of like a bounce. So we're gonna want to make sure that we have. I guess it all depends what they cast for what we want. We have 2 targets for the 3 damage. We'll do that first. Well, we got our targets. Is he gonna copy the cup? Yep. Well, we definitely got our targets. Yeah, no block. Well, let's see what we want to do here. We can actually bounce their lands, can't we? Right? Non-land permanent. Never mind, we can't. All right. Well, we're going to do double green. Do double... We want to do double black or double red? Double blue just bounces. Double black. We still have red for the other one. Let's do that. Then we can discard. We can discard. Ooh, that's pretty good. 2 damage to each creature. Ooh. Let's go. So we'll decline that. Get that down. Elemental. Ooh. Yeah, wrong land for that, unfortunately. Alright, I guess we do this. Let's just get that down. Get the double triggers. Kill that one. Kill that one. Alright, GG's. Alright, we go first. A lot of red-blue lands. Not a whole lot of elementals, but we'll keep it. A lot of ramp. Hopefully we can draw into good stuff. We'll get Ashling down next turn. Discard a card. Get rid of that one. Ooh. I'll say yeah. We'll do blue. Red, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Now it's an elemental. We'll get this out. Elemental, we could double up things now. No attacks. Need to find our elementals, though. We might just end up casting Winter Night Stories to find an elemental that we can double up a trigger and hopefully kill some stuff off. Ooh, that's going to be rough on us. Let's trample. I think we just let this come in. And then hope we draw something. Well, that's something. So we can double up these triggers. So we can do double black. Let's do that. We'll do double black. Do double blue. We will pay that. We'll discard that one. And we'll discard that one. We'll decline that. We'll just cast this straight out. We can bounce that. Bounce that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Drop that down. Attack in for 5. All right, that was a good turn. This deck has some crazy turns you can make with this. I can get a bunch of mana again next turn, do some discarding, as well as having Winter Night Stories available, which is nice. Yeah, I'll do that. He wants to blow 2 cards. I guess that gives them the manifest. Sure. I would expect in the +3, but that's fine. Okay. So yes, I will do that. So this is going to be kind of interesting. Let's do black just in case, and then green. I guess I didn't need to pay that last one, did I? And I can pay 2 life here. Guess green is probably the least of my worries. Blue. I guess that's not what I wanted to do. That's fine. I meant to tap the green mana for that. But I guess it can only be used for elementals, so it didn't really matter. Attacks. Yeah, that was a poor turn. I could have used the bounce off, got rid of the face down card. I mean, this is ultimately going to flip everything next turn anyways. Always making it unblockable. Ooh. GG's. All right, opponent goes first. We got 3 land, Deceit. We do have a roaming throne, but no ramp here. We'll keep it. I guess we probably should have mulliganed that. Ooh, this is going to be hard on us. Suppose we can bounce. This will buy us a couple turns, hopefully. We'll do blue. And we're going to probably have to bounce that as well. Well, we can kill it, right? Put this into play. Actually, let's tap that. Should probably kill that before it gets out of hand. I'd love to duplicate it, though. Let's bounce it. It's 3 casting costs, so I don't think they'll be able to play both these for another couple turns at least, unless they can play one at a time. You do this and something else. Yep. That's kind of a bummer. Now he's going to take our Vibrance. Interesting. He took the flyer, I guess. Let's get this out. Elemental. It'll duplicate Vibrance. We can get a land, this would be even better. Ah, bummer. Fortunately, we don't have black. We can get rid of their enchantment, but I think we just want to bounce this. I guess we could do 2 to get this, and then double the Vibrance trigger. Let's do that. Or we can double the... Man, 7 damage, though. As long as they can't do damage to themselves, we can then bounce that next turn. We can bounce this. We can destroy that. Let's do this. Green. Green. Cancel. Stay with green. Elemental. We're gonna have to block with this though, aren't we? Actually, no. We can bounce. So we do blue, blue. Then we can do this. Cast with that. Let's bounce that one. And bounce this one. We can keep Vibrance in our hand. We can fully cast this next turn, unless we draw something better. Okay, that's very good for us. So we can do green, green, red, red. Could just kill everything. I think this is stronger. Do 3 there. 3 there. We'll get our other creature back. Might be beneficial to get a man land. Our tap land. No attackers. All right. 4, 7. I do 3 damage here, 3 damage to them. Oh, we can just return everything to their hand. All right, I think we turned the corner here. This is a lot more stronger than I was giving it credit for. I forgot that last line there. When this creature enters, if you cast it, return all elemental creatures to their hand. And we'll be able to kill every... I guess we won't actually, because this trigger will be up to 4. I mean, we can kill this. We'll just do this. Sacrifice, draw a card. Oh, jeez. Okay. Both just creatures, no enchantments or anything. Let's do... red, red, green, green. Hold on here. Cancel. That leaves that open. Suppose we had the red anyways. We're going to do red, red. GG's. All right, we go first, but this is a really slow hand, so we're going to mulligan it. Okay, this is much better. We'll keep. Let's toss that back since it's a duplicate. We'll get a tap breeding blowout. You can get Ashling out. which should probably be pretty good because we can use this as a discard fodder. Get that. We'll pay to flip it. Guess we could do green, green. Okay. A little more sad that we got rid of all the ones, but we can cast that. We're gonna put that out just because that would be tapped in the future, where we can do this untap for 2 life if we want. See if they go after that. Not heartbroken over that. We'll just do tapped, and we can do this next turn. We just need to start drawing stuff other than land, unfortunately. Alright. Elemental. We'll do green, green, red, red. Green. Three damage to them. Search for a land. I think we're going to grab our man land, actually. Could do this, too. I think our man land is going to be very useful. Plus, we can drop this next turn followed by... Okay, that might be one we want to kill. Are they going after a hive? Farming hive pool? I mean, they got enough mana for it, so... Okay, better try them. Well, we can do this and kill their creature. Raider's not the play this turn. All right, let's go for the cavern. Just kind of clean out our mana a little bit. Okay. Well, look, they don't have much going on here. I'm gonna turn that sucker on. We don't want to do that for anything. Down to 5. Got 1 card here. Core is not going to do it. So they can turn on the core. And they'll be able to block with 6/6 if they want to. They have to double... they don't have to double block. They could just block this. Which isn't making me upset, to be honest with you. I'll still be able to cast a creature as well. So they can turn on their core, and then they can double block the vine stock. Or they can do that, which I'm okay with. Let's get that out. I could have also done that and get the bounce off if I would have done that earlier instead of turning on. GG's. All right, we go first on this one. Nothing too amazing, but we'll try it. Do have the Ashling. Steam End's tapped, so we don't take damage from it later on. We will cast the Ashling next. Moonshadow. That might come in handy, the Soul Guide. We will do Elemental. Alright, what do we want to discard? I kind of want to keep this because they have a lot of creatures that are going to end up in the graveyard in a lot of these Moonshadow decks. I think we just do that for now because it's going to take a while to get there. Oh, this is just a nice removal spell too. It probably would be beneficial to use that sooner than later. See, Bloodghast is a perfect example of why you'd want this. Alright, so if we do this, we pay blue, we transform it, and then add 2 mana of any one color. Yeah, we'll transform that. And we can add... We just do red, red. Do elemental. We just go after the Bloodghast first. And let's just get rid of this thing first. There we go. No attacks, and turn. Interesting. He's got the monument down. Yeah, we're going to say no blocks. Let's make... Could do green, green. Red, red would kill this. Actually, let's get thrown down, I think. I want to discard. Let's discard stories. We'll get the throne down. Elemental. Get in for 1. And then this means we can double trigger. This. Okay, they got Inti. We can kill both their creatures. They try attacking in, I'm not going to block. Well, actually I can because it says ward. They could do a pump, so I don't really want that. Alright. Let me see this quick. Control plains or an islands. I do control an island. Okay. do that. Let's do green, red, get this out. Very strong. Okay. Kill that. We'll kill that. All right, GG's. All right, opponent goes first. We'll keep this one. Has a lot of different options we can do. Get our tap land out first. Voice of Victory. Elemental. Unfortunately, we cannot kill that yet. We can discard here if we wanted. I think we're going to be discarding because we're going to want to kill off that Voice of Victory. And we're going to get Realm of Thrones down. Roaming Throne. That's pretty good. We can do Roaming Throne followed by Sunderflock. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, I think we definitely need to try to kill him this Voice of Victory. He does have a lot of land up, though. Elemental. Still don't think that stops us. Okay, Throne's going down, and then we'll have some doubled up triggers, which will be good. Okay. Elemental. Elemental. Now, hopefully they don't have land into shelter. Get lost. Okay. We are land short here. Let's do this. We're going to try drawing. Get rid of that. Oof. We can kill that, but then we can't bounce and sack it. Or bounce and discard it. I think we just do this. Get one of these. Okay, tapped. Caretakers. All right. So we're gonna bounce and. Oh, we need another land for that, don't we? Bummer. We can do this if we wanted to. Let's just get this down and see what they do. We can also sack one of these, try to get a land. That was good. If we want, we can just do Sunderflock if they do something crazy. Otherwise, we're planning on doing a Deceit. No blocks. Because regardless of what they do, we're going to go for the Deceit here. Day of Judgment. That stinks. And we can still bounce this back, though. So we probably should have blocked, actually. Let's bounce this back. Get rid of that. Tokens don't matter too much to me because of the Sunderflock. Ooh, that's nice. I think we just cast this. That. Free to him. We'll search for land. Let's go for Cavernous Souls. We'll discard one of these. Trigger that. Not minding where we're at. I think I'll keep that on the top as well. GG's. Alright, opponent goes first on this one. Let's give it a whirl. We got options. Get that down first. Souls. Okay, ally. Let's bounce it. Slow him down. Elemental. We'll get our stuff out. Discard a card if we want. Just want to leave ourselves open for multiple mana types. Especially when we'll be flipping this. Okay, they're going to bounce this. That's fine. Discard that one. Enter tapped. Just don't want to see the card to double the triggers. I guess they can get that out and we can kill it though. Okay. So we can do three. So we're going to want to do green, right? Yeah. Otherwise, it can make him bounce and discard. I think we do green and kill. Or green, kill. think that is the one. Do another cavern. Sure, we'll attack. We're going to transform this. Ooh, that's pretty good. We can block, though. All right. Okay, we're going to want to add... They don't have enchantments at all. Blue, blue, black, black is what we're going to want to do. So let's do black, black. Discard a card. Discard that. Oopsie. We'll do blue, blue. There we go. Bounce this. Get rid of that. No attacks. We're not too upset about the protesters. We got a blocker for that. Earth King can be dropped, and well, that's pretty good. Followed up with an Earth King, because everything becomes a 2/2. Oh no, it's gonna be even bigger. No, just 2/2s. Yep. All right. We will auto pay that, and we can do. We want to do black, black. Elemental. Okay, go blue, blue. We're going to bounce this back just because we don't want that thing growing. No attacks. What we're trying to do is find our bounce spell. Yeah, that's fine. We can block that. Look at this. This is pretty good. Let's do... enchantment. So blue, blue. Discard one of these. All right. Okay, let's do 2 damage. Draw 2 cards. Target player draws 2 cards. That's us. They get 2 damage to each creature they control. Attack for 10. They're in some trouble here. All right, so this next turn we could do Wistfulness. Obviously, we don't need the green. I think we'd actually start with a Winter Night Stories. See what we can find. We can discard a Wistfulness because we're going to get 2 mana. We'll probably pay to flip it. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana total. So that would give us the Winter Night's Stories combined for a full Wistfulness if we want it. Otherwise, we could possibly get something else that we draw. GG's. Welcome to the Mulligan Menace. Today we have Izzet Elementals. This is actually a recommendation from someone in the videos. They commented that they would love to see an Izzet Elementals deck, so I did find one off of Untapped. This is a list that's very similar to what was in the Pro Tour that you saw floating around. The whole idea is that you're going to be getting these evoke triggers, or elemental triggers, I'll call it. You can do evokes with them, and you're going to be able to trigger multiples on that using things like having roaming throne. This is a forecasting cost artifact. Creature Golem has Ward 2, which is awesome. It's 4/4. This creature enters, choose a creature type. You're going to choose elemental. And if a triggered ability of another creature you control of the chosen type triggers, it triggers in additional time. So that means if you have this in the battlefield and you cast, for instance, a Vibrance, if you just evoke it for a red, it can do 3 damage twice to 2 different targets. So 3 damage, one target, 3 damage, another target. If you cast this for green, red, and then another mana, you can do 4 triggers, which is insane because you're going to get that double red trigger and then you're going to get that double green trigger twice each, which is stellar. Same thing, Wistfulness, and then you have Deceit as well in that case. We do have a Ashling's Command as well, which has a lot of different triggers on there. Just a great all-around card. You're actually going to see in one of those one of the videos where I'm using the Ashling's Command to sweep, deal 2 damage to each creature, and it's going to destroy all the Badger Mole Cubs and everything else. Man, definitely a fun deck. Or I mean, is it against the Badger Mole Cub deck? It could be against the ally deck, and I sweep out the allies. That's what it is. I think it was against the ally deck. I think I played a Badger Mole Cub deck and I destroyed it with Vibrance. Definitely a lot of interesting thing. Now you're probably thinking, man, this stuff's really high casting cost. Well, we have 2 cards here, Ashling, Rekindled, 2 casting cost. Whenever this creature enters or transforms into Ashling Rekindled, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Just a nice ability to sort through your hand. And then at the beginning of your first main step, you may pay blue, and if you do, transform it. And when you transform it, you actually get 2 mana out of it, which is really awesome. So you can actually use this as a ramp. Same thing with Flamebraider. You can use this as a ramp because you get 2 mana in any combination of colors, and you spend this mana to cast elemental spells. Just really nice mana ramp to get up to the cards that you need for that. We do have a little bit of card draw with Winter Night Stories. The nice thing with Winter Night Stories, a lot of times if you cast one of these elementals and you have 1 blue mana free, you're able to tap them and cast this, which is for the harmonized cost if it's in your graveyard, which is fantastic. It's almost like just so cheap to have card draw in that case. We do run 2 bounce off here just to help you out to get rid of the pesky things, as well as you can return stuff back into your own hand. Let's say if you have a Deceit, you can pop that back to your own hand, cast it again, and get its triggers a second time. Soul Guide Lantern obviously cleans out the opponent's graveyard. It also helps out with a little bit of card draw as well. Lands, we got your usual stuff here, but 1 Quarry Mountain Monastery, really nice. Exile top card of your library until the end of turn. You may play that card just to help you if you run out of cards. Spirebrush Canal, Steam Vents, Breeding Pool, 1 Vinestalk. Nice to have that man land to come in and attack. Keep in mind, you can search for any of these lands using Vibrance. Vibrance, its second ability there, when this creature enters, if green was paid, You can search your library for land card, which means any land card, doesn't just need to be a basic. So you're able to pull up your vine stock, you're able to pull up your monastery if you need to, just anything you need. You really like to have the Cavern of Souls, just make stuff so they can't counter it. But Cavern of Souls and Realms, if you set it to elemental, you can pick any mana, which then you can even pay the evoke cost for any mana. So you can do black, black, you can do red, red, green, green, blue, blue, without even worrying that you don't have the mana available for it. Now, I do call this Izzet Elementals because it is primarily Izzet Elementals. You're really only playing the green cards and the black mana and green mana for its evoke and its triggering ability. Otherwise, this is just an Izzet deck through and through. So, first, please hit that subscribe button below. I post daily deck videos. If you'd like to see new videos every single day, subscribe to the channel. Like the video too, it really does help spread the word for the channel. And let's get into the gameplay.